What is up, everybody?
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow, meow, meow. Yo, what's going on? Episode 14?
14, dude.
14 of the Cover Story Podcast. That's the CSP. Welcome. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the join button, hit the love button, all the buttons. Hit every single button you can hit. And follow us and subscribe on YouTube for notifications.
Yes, the bell or whatever they call it.
Yeah, there's a lot of buttons you have to press. It's enter the codes and the bells and the buttons.
And the whistles.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget the whistles. Episode 14. Tony,
14.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm up at Jack's A-frame.
What's going on up there?
This is his fucking house now. I'm at my son's house, bro.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's doing hockey. So, funny story. He texted me that they're doing a rookie dinner, like you know how the pro teams do it, where the rookies got to take the veterans out, and they go to like the most expensive restaurant. But the thing is, all the rookies have to dress like women, and whoever does it the best doesn't have to pay. So,
ooh.
Me and him went to the fucking thrift store, motherfucker. I spent $15. He's wearing a prom dress. We got him shoes. We got him a purse. We got him like a bracelet, earring, nail polish. He's got to get.
What color nail polish?
It's like an aqua nail polish. The dress is
good.
red, but
Good
the
call.
team's colors are like red and like it's like turquoise.
Nice.
And we found all that at the fucking thrift store. And then yeah, $15, dude. $15.
Brilliant.
Like, we're in Wisconsin, dude. Everything's cheaper than it is in like even like the prom dress was like $5. And it's like a nice dress.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should have bought two.
I should have and just resold them when I get home.
Yep.
But
that's right.
I'm here. I got here yesterday. We watched the Bears lose yesterday, but I'm still okay. I think the Bears are going to be fine.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
And then went dress shopping today with my son.
All right.
I'll be heading back to Chicago tomorrow at some point. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So it's like this is like the main living area. There's a bathroom back there, and then there's 2 bedrooms upstairs. There's 2 bedrooms in this place.
Oh, damn.
I know.
What
and
the
it's
hell?
A nice comfy couch. Hopefully I'm hoping it's not cloudy out tonight because we can stargaze. This is, dude, you can see every star.
Say less. I'm on my way.
Everything.
I'm on my way.
You should come up here sometime,
bro.
Dude, I went on like a 3-mile walk earlier, and the air's different. The sun hitting you feels different.
I saw you found something interesting on the side of the road.
I did. That was like right on the main, like Jack's street. We're like in the middle of fucking bumfuck here. Fucking a Ham's beer can. I'm like, this is literally the most Wisconsin
right?
thing. If there was like a slice of cheese next to it, it would have been a little bit more Wisconsin. But it's like, it's wild up here. But I like I come here like every 2 weeks or so just to like obviously hang out with Jack because he's here like by himself. Jack, are you sleeping? Bro's already fucking passed out.
Man,
they do hockey 9 to 2 every day.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Like they ran 5 miles outside today.
Bro, he's doing the damn thing. Holy shit.
Yeah. How about
and
you?
You're just hanging out at your son's house. No
I am. I was gonna say like eating all his food, but me and his mom pay for it, so this shit's mine anyway.
That's your food. Yeah, that's your food.
I'm
just hanging out. I'm working on some music. I was just recording a little some bass lines for some upcoming songs. We'll see if they ever get released, but the songs are there at least. There's that.
For which band?
This was for a project. I don't know if I could say the name of the band yet. They haven't. It's with Dan Zemanek. We're working on a side quest. Dan Zemanek from Louder Now. Yes, SideQuest. Yes, SideQuest.com.
SideQuest. That should be. I feel like that has something to do with Dave Grohl. Little
He tackled a side quest or two.
little touch of what happened last week.
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Nice
What's
hair.
up?
Ooh, what's up? You like to party?
That's what she said.
Well, that's fun. Recording
yeah.
is, like writing and recording is always fun.
Yeah, definitely. So that's what I'm up to over here. What did we do this weekend? What happened this weekend? Did you play Friday night?
I did play Friday. I played with 90s Pop Nation at Displains
That's
Fest,
right.
and that was fun. I haven't done a 90s show in like 2 years. So this was one of the ones where like I never played Mambo number 5. I had to play that one. Never played. The last time I played with them, we didn't do Zombie. Zombie was so much fun.
Zombie is a fucking fun song to play.
Oh, it was so much fun. So yeah, that show was great, and I was home by like fucking 10 o'clock, 10:30. Which was awesome.
Nice.
And then we played on Saturday night
at 115 Bourbon Street.
We did.
Hair band night. Thank you all for coming out to that. That show was electric.
It was fun. I got yelled at on stage by Andrew because my dumb fuck ass. I got home from that 90s pop show, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to fucking write the set list for Hairband Night. And I was like, I'm going to move some shit around. And
Let's get creative.
The set was great. Like, I had so much more fun because we typically do like almost the same thing. But I was like, let's switch it up a little bit.
You said, let's get wild, wild, wild.
Yes.
It's a hairband song.
We should do Come On Feel the Noise.
Yep, that'd be sweet.
That'd
be fun.
So, but yeah, I forgot that I put like Motley Crue, or no, I'm sorry, AC/DC and like Guns N' Roses. I ended up putting 2 AC/DC songs like in a row.
Mm-hmm. Put all the high stuff back to back to back.
Right, and Andrew's just like, but he killed it, dude.
Yeah, he sounded great.
He fucking killed it, and after the show, he still had a voice. I'm like, you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Stop.
I'm like, get the fucking Jameson, and I was being for real when I was like, Matt, bring the fucking Jameson up here, because and you know me, like I don't party, I don't like when bands get hammered on stage, and Andrew did not get hammered. I'm like, he needs it for his voice. It'll help his voice. And it did.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah. It was a good time. Sometimes noticed it works. You were playing rock, paper, scissors during Highway to Hell.
I was. There's no bass line in that verse, so I have to find something to do. So yeah, I did partake in some rock, paper, scissors, and I lost many times.
Really?
Yeah. Is there an art to rock, paper, scissors? I don't know it.
No. I think it's like poker. It's like a mental game. Like you have to like think about what the other person is gonna do.
No, I wasn't doing that. I was just firing off rock, paper, scissors in that order.
Yeah, and it was a gorgeous night out, which always makes me fucking nervous because you get a nice night out like that.
Nobody wants to go to a bar.
Nobody wants to go to a bar, but the crowd was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was a great show. Speaking of, Andrew made that post today with Dave Navarro and Perry Farrell from Jane's Addiction. For those who don't know, there was like a big fight on stage between the singer and guitar player from Jane's Addiction, and he had the picture of them like face to face, and he's like, "This is me and Tony in 15 years when he writes a set list like he writes like he wrote for Bourbon Street." Yeah. But here, me and Kenny were texting about this earlier. He's like, I'm pretty sure Navarro left. I'm like, yeah, because Navarro made a post it was just a picture and he said good night. And then Jane's Addiction made a post that they were postponing or suspending their tour.
Yeah.
And then we started talking, and I'm like, I didn't realize that were that many people that like Jane's Addiction.
True. I didn't realize that either.
Kenny's like, I know 3 songs. Like, we were looking at our Spotify, and I'm like, I know 4 songs by Jane's Addiction, and I only like one of them. The one that we played to open the show. Yep. Just because.
100%.
And for those who don't know, the Perry Farrell, that sounds like the guy from Lollapalooza. It is. He's the guy that puts on Lollapalooza. So when Lala first started, the first couple shows we did, that song was our walkout music before we had like an actual intro.
Somebody, I saw a post. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
I saw a post. Somebody wrote, and I had to keep my composure. But somebody wrote, "Here's your reminder that the Red Hot Chili Peppers were better with Dave Navarro on guitar." And I was like, "What the fuck are we talking about now?"
That's not the fucking Chili Peppers.
No,
That's
right.
not their sound.
It's like, no. John Frusciante.
Frusciante all day.
All
Now,
day.
that being said, because I sent Kenny Just Because, the Jane's Addiction song, and he's like, this is good. I'm like, it is good. But what makes the song good is the fucking guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the guitar is the hook in that song. Nothing,
Yeah.
the vocals really aren't. It's like the and then like the that's the hook.
Yeah.
And then like, but who the fuck said that about the Chili Peppers?
Yeah.
Like for real, like
Yeah.
for Shanti, like
I'll send you a screenshot of his name. You might know him.
like I'm not I know you're a big Chili Peppers fan. I'm not a huge Chili Peppers fan, but Jesus Christ, what for Shanti? Like try to play Under the Bridge, like just try to play it the way that he plays it. Just try.
No.
Try. And he was how young, and he was on an obscene amount of heroin at the time. Like, and he's able to do that, and then he writes, even though I'm not like the biggest fan of these songs, but like the guitar in like Californication, like he's so creative. And Dave Navarro's great, don't get me wrong, but he's more of like a loud like that's his thing. He can solo great, but anyone who said that is a fucking idiot. So then you're disavowing like of the Chili Peppers albums, like the best of the Chili Peppers albums.
Yeah, right.
Like wasn't Navarro around for like when they did I like pleasure spiked with pain and music is my aeroplane? Like
yeah. That's peak Chili Peppers.
So like Blood Sugar Sex Magic. I love that album. I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking Frusciante.
Yeah.
Like, it is. Anthony Kiedis can sing. We know Flea's a monster. We know Chad Smith's a monster. But, like, those songs are Frusciante. Like, he's the one giving the vibe for those songs.
Yeah. He's got good solo records, too.
I've never heard his solo records.
Oh, he's got some good stuff. I'll send you a link.
Send me a link. I want to hear that shit.
Yeah, there's a really cool album.
So that's like the big music news. At least for like dudes like us that know who Jane's Addiction is. But like I'm like, why I didn't know that there was that many people that like Jane's Addiction.
No, same. I didn't know they were still playing shows. And if they were, I didn't know that there were that many people who would go see their show.
Neither did I. I was surprised when I saw footage from, it wasn't the fight, but it was, they were playing on top of the mountain, whatever that fucking song is. And Navarro's soloing, and Perry Farrell starts singing over his solo, and he like looks at him, and then looks to the side of the stage, and then he goes back by the drummer, and he says some shit to the drummer, and then he walks off. He's in like his Guitar World area with his tech, and you can tell he's pissed off. And I'm looking, it's like a fucking amphitheater. I'm like, they still, apparently I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because they're playing in front of like 20,000 people. Granted, I don't know if it was like a festival show.
Right. Were they all there for Jane's Addiction?
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Jane's Addiction wouldn't like sell out the fucking United Center. Like
I wouldn't think so. And I would kind of hope not. But maybe
whatever.
We're not, we can't say. That's not for us to say.
Yeah, it's not for us to say. That's very true.
That's not for us to say.
This weekend,
fuck Jane's Addiction.
Fuck Jane's. If you like them, cool. But
no, if you like them, fuck you.
It's the same thing with like people are like, you got to go see Fish. You got to listen to Fish. And I'm like, I don't do drugs. Maybe if we did drugs, maybe our guest can. I want our guest today to kind of chime in on this.
I was gonna say, I think we got a fish head.
He might understand me. He understands music more than probably anybody that I know. So maybe he'd be able to explain it to me. Like the jam band thing, I just don't get. And I know he likes the jam band thing because there's Caution. They're a Grateful Dead tribute, and they play at Bourbon. And I've seen our guest there, and like just grooving out. I don't understand it. I want like 4-minute top fucking song that's got like structure
gonna-
and balls.
And when we bring this guest in, he's gonna have his Jane's Addiction tattoo here, his fish tattoo here, and his Grateful Dead tattoo.
Well, I want to bring him in, but really quick before that, you have no shows this week, right?
No.
I have one show
With who?
with the boy band night.
Oh, bow, 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 bow.
Span.
Mm.
And Carpentersville Fall Fest
Ooh.
on Friday at 9:00, and then Saturday Kenny's brother's getting married, and I'm marrying them. So that's my
Do we-
Saturday.
Do we have the applause? Can we one time right now for
Let's
Tony?
see if I hit the right button. Nope. There's the applause. Congratulations, Al and Jolene. Oh,
Yes, congrats.
you're gonna appreciate this. So they were like crazy Office fanatics before I even
Oh,
paid attention to The
yeah.
Office. One, it was a Halloween at Bourbon, and they showed up, and Al was 3-hole punch Jim. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he was 3-hole punch Jim. So I'm talking to
That's a good costume, by the way.
and he had the world's greatest boss mug. But I texted Jolene. I'm like, listen, if there's anything you guys want like me to say or do or anything like that, just let me know. And she's like, we don't want it to be like overly religious. We just want she's like, I trust you. And I'm like, be careful because you're going to get some fucking Office references in there. And she's like, if there's not at least 2 Office references, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Yeah.
And I don't think they watch this. So I don't want to give it away if somebody else
No.
sees it.
Next week.
If you're a fan of The Office, you can kind of figure out what wedding theme thing I'm going to say. I'll tell you once we sign off. But yeah, so that's my weekend. But we have our guest he was just rubbing his eyes. I think he's getting sleepy. Now he's like, he just did one of these. So who's our guest today, Mike?
Well, this man right here is the most musically savvy gentleman this side of the equator.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a couple musical people on the opposite side of the equator who might give him a run for his money. But on this side of the equator and the Mississippi, it's none other than the Hairband Night keyboard player and in several other bands as well.
Yes.
Michael Ellis.
Michael Ellis. There he is. There's Mike Ellis. There he is. I got to give you the horn. Oh, dude, look.
This is the only Jane's Addiction song I like or knew.
And I was just kidding. He's not that musically savvy anyway. So
My favorite song that involves barking.
There's like tons of DMX songs that involve barking.
wait,
Those are on the list.
we're not going Who Let the Dogs Out?
That's 4.
That's number 4.
4. There's DMX's 2. This is number 1. That Jingle Bells that's played by the dogs.
That's,
And then the Who Let the Dogs Out.
So, Mike,
Yeah.
What bands are you in?
yeah, I need a list.
Apparently, the other ones that I saw you guys talking with Nick the other day, who's your quote, 386 different bands that he's in.
Yes, he is. He is.
Insane.
That's rounding down.
That was rounding down. The ones coming up this weekend are I'll just talk about it. The Hair Band. Obviously, we just played the other day, I was listening from the green room. Awesome show. I agree. Andrew sounded killer
Yeah.
on holding his own. I think of one AC/DC song and I've lost my voice.
Yeah.
I try to sing one. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That one line you sing at the end of whatever, Sylvester, where you're
Here I go. Here I go.
yeah, here I go.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, how?
he when I sit down during the start of one of the AC/DC songs, and he was like, "You want to sing this one?" I was like, "No, the fuck I don't."
And then the other thing you do at the end of that, there's another one.
Thought I was a little farther away from the mic for that. Sorry.
You do that like screamo thing at the end of one of them.
Oh yeah,
I can't do
Yeah.
that with my voice either. I don't know how you do that when you sing.
you can. It's okay.
But it sounds like if I did, I wouldn't talk for a week.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Like,
all right.
You must know how to do it correctly.
Yeah, he can, Mike
It's
Sylvester can
debatable.
sing
It's
Yeah.
debatable. Also debatable.
and scream.
Also debatable.
Oh no. You can absolutely scream. Singing maybe.
Yeah.
You scream at the end of one of the Shady songs. It's what was that?
You said Sylvester can scream.
That's what she said.
Oh, look at this guy.
Brought his own soundboard.
He brought his own soundboard.
All right.
He's got all the tools. What other bands do you play in?
Motown Nation from the Still Right Stuff. It's a killer one. We're playing this Saturday. We're playing up at Bavarian Fest up on the north side. It's like 4:00 in the afternoon, West Loop area. Sunny day, going to be some nice weather. We're opening up for a killer band. American Pie is playing right after us.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
I heard the bass player is like a fucking catch.
He's a total catch. I've never seen him chug a beer on stage though while playing a song.
Well, that's because you don't have Andrew Vega fronting American Pie. For those, Mike is also in American Pie.
Ellis.
And then
Mike Ellis.
Yeah.
And then later that night at Bourbon Street, American Pie is playing 10 to 12 in the big room or in the front room.
So
you're doing the hat trick.
Hat trick. That's what I was
Oh.
saying. When you guys were talking about having like only one gig this weekend, I'm like, oh, there's where the rest of them went.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Well, I'll be there. I'll be there Saturday. That's because the wedding I'm going to is at Bourbon, so I will be there. I'll
Oh.
come up and watch you do your thing.
If you want to learn one of those American
No.
Pie songs on bass, I'll play tambourine.
Why can't I play tambourine?
If you want to learn the tambourine, the part that's harder, that's fine.
Is it really?
No, I was kidding.
Oh, I was like,
Tony, you know what I noticed on your Facebook thing that I really like is your banner is like all your gigs and dates. Like that's a really
Yep.
and it's like color coded
Oh yeah, to the
band. So
that's
I have
really
like,
what's shady.
yeah. It looks like I'm doing something. The reason I'm doing this is because
It is color coded.
it's color coded and the bands are like in circles. That's why I'm going like circles like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would do it before and I would put like with the country night, with the hairband night, with Shady, with
Yeah.
Lala, and I'm
Now
like,
it's like yellow, purple, green.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
smooth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
And it was
How
funny.
was Casey's?
Oh, Casey's was awesome.
That was your first time, Michael. What'd you think?
I love it. You should have come.
I was on my way.
I wish you did.
If it wasn't 6 hours, I would be.
Yeah, but yeah, it was sweet. That
It
was
was-
a crazy time.
And Mike, the room it's like exactly the same
Awesome.
as when we were down there with Hairband Night, like in 2017 or whatever.
yeah.
When we were there, they had that warship on the marina.
Oh
yeah,
they
they had,
did.
like, Dude, this thing looked like it could take out countries. It was
Mhm.
massive.
Damn.
I forgot about that.
It was like 3 football fields long, and
Yeah.
then it was like a skyscraper tall.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is this?
What band was this? Where
Hairband.
you got
hairband?
We
Where
did
the
Friday.
fuck-
We did Friday and Saturday.
the fuck?
Yeah. It was
Whoa.
sweet. Like play, leave your shit set up, show up the next day.
That was
Mm.
great.
Yeah, it was
That's
sweet.
That's
But like,
freaking cool.
I guess hair metal. Like, we were one of the 2 hair metal bands that would play down there, and
Mhm.
hair metal just stopped really doing well down there. So
Mm.
Chad's like, But the second I posted the Shady thing, even like, he didn't even see like a video or anything. He was like, he texted me. He's like, I need this. I'm like, you haven't even seen it yet. He's like, I fucking need it.
He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, Chad's awesome.
Yeah,
Chad's
that place
fucking great.
That place is great, man.
Yeah.
What a cool venue.
Mhm.
Yeah. Cool.
And some of us didn't leave there till 5 a.m.
Oh.
Me, Steve. We actually drove our sound guy Steve to the airport at 5 a.m. Shabs and Aton.
Down there or
There's a regional airport. He was leaving for a tour, and he had to get to Boston, and like there was talk of like us dropping him off the next day in Indianapolis, and then Louisville was an option. I'm like, I'm not driving 2 hours out of the way because Louisville's east. I'm like, I think Evansville has like a regional airport. So we went from Evansville to Atlanta up to Boston.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah, but that
Wild shit.
wild, very wild. But yeah,
So wait,
You guys
Ellis.
back in town for the 28th, right? Down at Bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Shady.
yeah.
Mhm.
Shady, yes.
Shady.
Ellis, did we go through? Is that all the bands? Motown Nation,
Those are
American
the
Pie, Hairband Night.
house bands. I do this original project called Railway Gamblers. That's like local around here. Group of
Yeah.
guys that have been playing for a bit, and then like a year and a half ago or something, I was playing at this benefit for a friend, and those guys were there, and we were just talking, and I mentioned I'd just been to their Porch concert. They did this concert out in Beverly, in the neighborhood, like playing out to people, and they have amazing music. They're awesome. Tony will put the website at the bottom, or Spotify. They got
What
some
is it?
killer- Railway Gamblers. They're on Spotify too. If you want to just put that, like the link stuff, or
What's the website? Do you know if is it railwaygamblers.com?
Tony, just build a QR code right now.
Maybe, but on
I'm gonna test it.
on Spotify, it's definitely just the Railway Gamblers.
Oh, cool.
They have a couple. So they were playing, and when I saw them, I went up and was talking to them. Like I heard their stuff, their recording stuff, their studio stuff. They do awesome shit. They do like live band recording, and then would add a little bit of production behind it. So like some strings, some other stuff. And so at the Live and Loud show, I was like sitting there listening to them, and I'm like, oh, like, dude, you guys sounded great. This is amazing. And I would love to, at some point, like the way your album sound, like I would love to do that. So when it's like live, and then after that one thing, they're like, hey, we have this show coming up in like a month or something. Would you be willing to like dig in and get our shit down and then get together and like play? And this is like a year and a half ago. And so I'm like, fuck yeah. And so we did it, and it was awesome. And then so since then we've played a few other ones. We had a cool one at Bourbon, and then we also are recording now. Hopefully, gonna have something out. Our goal was by end of summer type thing, but then summer gigs and everything happened. So now that it's going to be the slower months and times, it's like makes more sense to hit record right now.
Yeah. No, that's
I don't-
awesome.
I don't know if I buy that, dude. You're in cover bands. Cover artists they're not really creative. They can't
Covers
do their
don't
own.
do original
Can't
shit.
do their own original shit, dude.
No,
Is Jeff Bowl in that band?
no. Jeff
I
Bowles, like 99% keyboards too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Because
You're thinking of actually. That's kind of funny that you said that, because people in general forget that that goes. So Jeff Bowles in Railroad Gin,
Railroad Gin. That's it. That's it.
and I don't know if you can see this, but our chat in this is let me see if I get that. It says Railroad Gin with Road Gin crossed out, so it could say Way Gamblers.
Oh my.
Because no matter what, if we're playing, if we're doing something, people are always like Railroad Gin, Way Gamblers.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Dude.
That's
yeah. Railroad
that's the
Gin had like
confusion.
Tim Fitz from the Burgundies.
yeah.
Waterman had played in that for a while. They do a lot of like cover band, but they did a lot of wedding. They did similar stuff to what Right Stuff does, like tribute type stuff. Play albums, play bands.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know, like, we're Southsiders. Like, we known all those dudes for
Yeah.
fucking ever. I went to high school with Jeff Bull, and like,
Hmm.
I should have assumed that he's not in that because he's a keyboard player. But then
Right.
you play bass in bands, you play keys,
Yeah.
you play the whistle, you play the cowbell, you play the vibra slap.
Yep.
Oh, it's because where are you at right now in this trippy looking spot?
This is my classroom at school.
He's your teacher.
Music teacher.
Hey.
That's what she said.
I wanted the horn. I hit the wrong one.
I do that all the time. All the time.
I only have two.
Oh well, okay, well.
So you are a music teacher. It's not just a gimmick character you play on stage.
It's not just a gimmick. Yeah, I actually had been teaching at this like music school, and I was like, this is like 18, 19 years ago. I was working, and I substitute teach. Which, by the way, being a substitute teacher is the greatest job in the world. And I don't know another job. Maybe there is one, but a substitute teacher's job goes like this: your phone rings in the morning, and you answer it, and someone goes, "Do you want to work today?" And then you get to go yes or no.
All right.
Yeah. And then if you say no, they call you again the next day and go, "Do you want to work today?" Like substitute teachers, if like anyone's out there and wants a great gig, being a substitute, it's the best.
One time for the subs. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah.
So I was subbing here, and on one of the days I was subbing for a music teacher, and I was working next to their current band director, and I had like a break, and she's like, I'm like, okay, I don't know where to go, but she was supposed to use the classroom I was in, but I also just, it was the only room on campus that I've ever seen because I was a sub. I've never been here. And so I stayed. I go, it doesn't matter if I stay. So I stayed, and she was helping a kid with saxophone. So then she had like one, and I said, can I just play it? So I played that, and I helped that kid with saxophone. She's like, oh, you know, and then like another kid came in and was doing another instrument. I did that with her. She's like, oh, and she was retiring the next year. And she goes, if this works out, would that be a gig you wanted? And I was like subbing for that teacher for the next like month. So I was next to the band director for like a month with her doing that. And she's like, do this. I'm like, this is great. Yeah, I loved it.
That's freaking awesome.
So how long have you been doing that?
This is year 17 starting at this school. And I was at this place called World Folk for like 7 or 8 years before that.
Do you also like, are you active in sports?
I had this year, I'm daddy Uber because my daughter is on like 6th grade volleyball, which has away games, home games. So you got to scoot back and forth, do everything. Prior here, I've coached baseball, coached soccer, and coached softball over a period of those 17 years.
Mike Ellis, the Renaissance man.
Yeah, seriously. So how did you get started with Right Stuff Entertainment? What's the first cover band that you were in this?
That's actually somewhat through Tony, because that's kind of how we got it. So Glenn, I'd actually known a long time ago, Glenn Hootie, from just, he was in a band with this guy, Tom Dignan, who's in American Pie, a long time ago that was called the Flapjacks. And they played at this place in like 109th or something like that, and Pulaski, called O'Malley's. It was an old
O'Malley's, dude.
Yeah, it was like, and they had a stage, they had like lights production, they wanted to be like it, but they also had like $1.50 beers, so there was also like idiots that went there too.
Yeah,
it was kind of like a balance between the two. And they played there like a lot, like every Thursday or once a month Thursday or something like that. And so I went up and would see them every now and then. Just, but then fast forward to, I had been playing in this like wedding band type thing, and some members in the band had known Tony too, and Tony was like, we want to try to get this 80s thing going. It was like a couple episodes back when you guys were talking with Andrew about them getting it, like no tracks, getting the stuff going. Yeah. And then, so Glenn called me up and was like, hey, would you want to come up here and do this? I'm like, yeah, this will be cool. So showed up at Bourbon and like literally underprepared for hair metal dudes. like Tony was saying before, like jam band. So I brought a piano, and like all these guys have like it was like Mark had like 3 guitars.
Yeah.
We were running 2 songs. I'm like, how do you need 3 guitars? This is like 2 songs. And like Tony had his bass, like who was on drums like that?
Frankie.
Frankie
Yeah.
had like an 80-piece drum kit. It was he mic'd it. Everything was. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
Damn.
Like
I
a
knew the
full
song.
SVT stack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew all the songs. I knew all the parts. I'm like, oh, like this is so like song, like practice 2. It's like, okay, tones matter. Let's make sure everything's here. We're not just running this to like go top to bottom. And then when I got there, I'd either known Tony from Frankie or from Kenny or
I believe it was a girl I was dating at the time.
Oh yeah.
Had played with you and
Yes.
and Joey Midnight in the Flesh Tones.
Yep, Joey Midnight and Flesh Tones with Bertucci and them.
Yeah, and I'm like, let me see this dude, and I saw a picture of you, and I was like, I think this is our guy. Like literally, that was it. She's like, he can really play. He can play, and I was like, okay, he can play. He looks good. Let's see what happens.
And then they were doing another one, which was the Motown, and I had loved Motown, whatever. So Glenn did that, and then right as they were doing Motown, they started Burgundies, and I'm like, do I get? And he's like, no one does 3. It's like, yeah, right.
Yeah,
Fast forward now, Shabator's in 18.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, but then American Pie, and now American Pie also has Sarah's Place, October 4th. That's the Zach Bryan and Noah Khan. Those 2 dudes had a song together. They're both artists that play now. They're pretty popular amongst like 22-year-old like college kids, like folky, country-ish type stuff. That's coming up October 4th at Bourbon 2. That is some of the guys from American Pie and Hannah. Some of the people.
Nice.
That'll be a good one.
That's at Bourbon?
That's at Bourbon. And actually, I see the Gamblers is still up there too. The Gamblers. Let me ask this question: when does this post? Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday.
Oh.
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning?
Yeah, Wednesday morning.
All right. Are we able to add any crayons after?
Yeah.
After Wednesday morning? Because then I could just say we're opening up the Railway Gamblers the Saturday before Super Bowl. We're opening up for a national act that is playing there, but according to they're announcing that the national act is announcing on Wednesday. The supporting act doesn't get to announce till Thursday. So,
I got you. Well then,
but I've already said who we are, so now I can't say
who they are. Yeah.
Who they are.
Well, go to railwaygamblers.com on Thursday then.
Yes, on Thursday, go to Railway Gamblers and you'll see the big gig in the back room at Bourbon.
Oh, sweet.
It's for MS, for multiple
multiple sclerosis.
Yeah, and I don't know if I should be able to, because you probably look up.
Oh yeah.
It's called the Music Foundation, and the M is capital and the S is capital, MS Foundation. But it's
just tell the people it's Jane's addiction. It's Jane's addiction.
Jane's addiction.
It's Jane's addiction.
It's Jane's addiction.
It's Jane's addiction. Fish and Railway Gamblers. Get
oh
over
my
it.
god.
Yeah. And speaking of production, do you guys? I don't know if you know. I've been watching since the beginning on your show. I love how good of like sound and like I felt badly when I was like setting up like Sylvester's headshot's perfect with where the mic is. You guys both got the cans on, how good it looks. So like since the day one when you guys have been doing this little by little, like this is top of the line podcast.
Well, we'll take that.
Nah, but that's okay.
That was kind of our thing. It was like we want to make sure it sounds good and it looks good, you know.
That's why I brought my mic.
Yeah, you did. You got the trusty SM58.
Yours sounds great.
Yeah, it sounds fine.
I hear you perfectly clear.
Yeah, even from here.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's omnidirectional.
Dude, you're gonna get feedback. Watch out.
It just I had to do it because you guys all had that, so I needed to I need to do it to look good.
To look like, yeah. To
I
look
should have
like-
done that. I should have made the
Yep.
like.
Yep. Because this ain't plugged in. Tony's in.
It's a,
Yeah, this ain't plugged in, bro.
oh, there we go. That looks.
It was an excuse for me to buy some stuff, to buy some lights, to buy
Yep.
a nicer camera,
Yeah.
and I already had this. I already had this as the like industry standard podcast mic, and I already had that. So, but anything that I can do to spend money on like techie stuff, I'm gonna do. So
Yep.
so fuck that. Well, we're nearing the end because
Yeah.
Mike has to go save the world.
That's right.
Mike Sylvester.
All right, let's wreck it.
You ready to wreck it?
Oh, are you getting wrecked today?
He's
I don't
getting
know. Did we?
Yes.
well, stand by.
Stand.
I have to adjust some things.
This is where it gets in. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Welcome to Get Wrecked with Mike, Tony, and Mike Ellis on the Cover Story Podcast.
Turn off. Oh shit.
Oh.
A little more one day I will get that right where I can hit all the right buttons at the right time.
It's better that you don't get it right. It's fun.
Intro the segment, Mike. You're better
All
at
right.
introing shit. That's why you're a front man and I'm not.
Here's the thing. We're taking you to a little place called Get Wrecked. This is the moment you've pretty much been waiting for. We say goodbye, but we give you something to hold on to and remember us by. These are our recommendations that we're going to leave you with. Ellis,
she said.
Ellis, I'm so excited that you've got to get wrecked for us. Do you want to go first?
I'm fine with going first, or or sandwiching you guys. I'm cool with either. Position.
Yeah,
let's-
I'm sure
let's-
you are.
Let's sandwich it. I'll go first. I'm starting us off. I will say Get Wrecked 2. I can't believe we didn't talk about this already. It just came out not long ago, but Eminem dropped an expanded edition of his most recent album. It's called The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace, Expanded Mourners Edition. So there's a few bonus tracks on it.
Oh.
Banger, 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 banger. Shout out Slim Shady.
Span. Oop, wrong one.
Yeah. So go check out the expanded Mourners edition of The Death of Slim Shady. Get wrecked.
And then I'm next. I'm the meat of the
No.
sandwich.
We're sandwiching Ellis.
Oh,
Oh.
Or wait, should we sandwich Tony?
Oh, listen.
That's what she said.
I'll take the meat.
Okay.
That's what.
So
again? That's
if
what
you're
she
not
said.
already
If I
if you're not
may.
already savvy to apathy or fist to the sky,
Oh my God.
make sure you're doing that. Or gravity prevails.
Oh, shut your face.
This is
I'm
Kinda
muting-
like you guys
I'm
don't
muting
make
this whole
original music
section.
every day.
Yeah.
That's the stuff we're proud of.
Blocked, banned.
Some of the stuff recently I've been doing. This is a throwback. He's been around forever, but my total everyday vibe, at least once or twice a day, I'm constantly Mac DeMarco is my man. And if you're not savvy on him, get there. And then my daughter loves, and it's so great. It's very interesting to me that some pop star nowadays just is popular with Brazilian like jazz music. It's Laufey, and I don't know. I never pronounce it right. I always say Laufey, and it's not. It's like
Mm-hmm.
Spell it one more
Oh.
time.
Laufey.
Laufey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing that down. Laufey. I'm gonna have to check that out. That's dope.
And and she's it sounds like Brazilian, like
Don't you notice how
Interesting.
I'm quiet when there's no one else around?
but for some reason, it's also popular among like sixth graders. In
That's
America.
great that sixth graders are listening to actual music.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah, hell yeah.
It is.
No, that's awesome.
That had me swaying right here.
I know. I was like,
It's the
hmm.
that Brazilian beat underneath.
I feel like I should be on a beach. I'm gonna start taking my clothes off.
I want to sip something. I want to sip something fruity and delicious.
Yeah,
That's how you spell it. Oh wait, is it getting washed out? I
It
feel like
is.
it's washed out. All right, Laufey. All right,
So,
more bread.
I'm up. I'm up. Mine is Local H just put out a remaster of their 2004 album.
Oh,
called
did they?
Whatever Happened to PJ Souls. And I always liked the album. That was like the last cycle that I was on with them.
Were you
and-
on the album, or you just did the tour?
No, I just did like touring stuff. They were like recording the album while I was out with them. So like
Cool.
when me and Scott would like go to the bars and shit, like, and we would drive back or whatever, he would like play me the demos and shit. But they put out this, and I've always been a fan of the album, and almost never does a remaster matter to me in most cases. And I was like, I gotta hear it. And it sounds so good. It just sounds a lot wider and bigger and like more hi-fi. Like it slams, and I'm listening to it like it's like it just came out. Because even though I was like working with them, I'm a Local H fan. So whenever an album is released, I geek out. Even the first tour I did with them, the fact that I asked their manager to send me an advance copy of their album that was coming out, and he's like, absolutely. And he sent it to me, and I was like, oh my God. So it was like
That's freaking cool, man.
the actual like advance, it had like the advance logo on and all this shit, like for your eyes only. I was like, this is so cool. So yeah, that's my
and he leaked it. Oh, my
no,
God.
absolutely not.
You put it on Napster.
I put it on Napster. I was actually very careful to
LimeWire.
not put it
Yeah.
on my computer, because
Yep.
I knew if I put it on my computer, then it would
Yep.
Napster, LiveWire, LimeWire, all the fucking bullshit I had on that computer,
Yeah.
it would have leaked. But I don't know if the album ended up leaking. Actually, funny, not a funny story. The album was supposed to come out on 9/11/2001.
Oh,
Very-
It was the
very
week
not funny.
after. It was not
very,
really funny.
very, very.
It was the week after. So then the album ended up that's the album that I'm referring to that I had the advance copy of ended up coming out in 2002. But enough of that one. Whatever Happened to PJ Souls? They're on tour right now. Like it's the 20-year anniversary. So they're doing a full national tour around this re-release, and it sounds fucking great.
That's
Local
pretty
H.
cool.
Local H is. Let me see if I hit the right one this time. I did. Well, that wraps up this episode 14, right? Mike?
Yes, Ellis, thank you so much for joining us, brother. Meow, meow, meow.
God. Yeah. What can I hit to drown out Jane's addiction? Oh, I know what I can hit to drown out
Meow,
Jane's
meow,
addiction.
meow.
All
Meow,
right.
meow, meow, meow.
Okay.
There it is. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Love you.
Love
We
you,
have to
love
have
your
you back
show.
on soon. I need you more. I need more of you. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in next week on Wednesday. Until then, like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the like button on everything. All the buttons. Remember, there's plenty of buttons you have to hit.
All the
buttons. The bell on YouTube to subscribe for notifications. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Ellis, thank you again, sir. We
First
love
time
you.
caller, long time listener. Love you. Love your show.
Love you.
Oh my God.
So we're gonna. I have PJ Souls loaded up right now. So we're
Gotta
gonna
play
we're gonna go out to.
Run it.
This is Everyone Alive by Local H. I sound like a fucking radio guy now.
You're
Might have if I turned up
listening.
the fucking volume, right?